Greetings and deep respects to all my dear friends who have joined this 40-day practice. I hope we can complete these 40 days in the best possible way, and I hope you start this journey in the most beautiful way. To step into any path, we must first respect its rules and etiquette. Like in martial arts, you've seen how students bow to the class and the teacher before entering. They ask for permission to enter and begin. In sacred Eastern place, people ask permission to enter and follow certain rules, even special clothing. In any environment, we ask permission first, then we step in. So, in this video, in this divine path we are taking, before anything else, we must ask for permission and show humility. We must ask for spiritual permission to enter this 40-day practice. If we act without respect, without following the etiquette, we close ourselves off from God's grace. There are people who have walked this path for many years, and they've left their wisdom and experiences for us. They've become lights guiding our way. To walk this path better, we must honor them, honor the path itself, and ask permission from the divine spirit that guides us into this 40-day journey. We must check, are we even being allowed and supported to begin this 40-day practice? Because without permission, we drown in our own ego. If I'm not granted permission to enter, I might think I'm doing something spiritual, but it may actually lead to more mistakes. So, at the very beginning, we must sit quietly with ourselves and ask God's Spirit to place the desire for this path inside our hearts. We are about to go through this 40-day journey together. And after these 40 days, we will become people who are consistently grateful. People who have risen to a higher level of being. But this requires permission, and if we receive it, divine support will follow. Some people start something but never continue it. They didn't receive the spiritual support for it. So why isn't their support? Because we think we are the ones doing it. But it's God's Spirit that actually carries us along the path. So first we declare, I have nothing to offer, nothing I can do on my own, unless divine grace helps me and God's Spirit guides me. This is the attitude of a true seeker, someone who walks with humility and respect for the past. So we set the intention to begin this 40-day self-purification, and we show our spiritual poverty. We have nothing to show off. If a higher power doesn't take our hands and guide us, our efforts won't mean much. Remember, intention has nothing to do with words. It's all about the hearts and what's inside it. In your hearts, accept, I have nothing. I am spiritually poor. Poor meaning someone who has nothing to cling to in this world. Everything belongs to God anyway. I am entering a path where without a guidance, without a guide, if the divine spirit doesn't give me what I need, I will surely fall, and I won't be able to complete my spiritual journey. So we set our intention, and this intention comes from an inner feeling that I want to walk this path, but please take my hand, God. And allow the most high that divine spirit, God, to guide us. True gratitude can't happen just by saying a few words. We need the inner blessing to feel it. So please dedicate one night to asking for permission to begin this 40-day journey. If in that night you truly feel the yes in your heart, then begin. And if you don't receive that inner certainty, stay with this first night until a strong yes rises in your heart. We must be invited. So let this feeling arise naturally within you. Whenever you knock knock on a door, you must first hear a yes from the owner, and they must allow you to enter. Of course, it is not strict because all positive force of the universe want us to grow and succeed. The only thing required is this: to respect the etiquette of the past. Because, as we said, the first etiquette is admitting spiritual poverty and asking God's pure spirit to help us take the first step. So please don't begin until this inner yes appears, and how that once you receive this yes, God will be with you until the end of the journey. Because God does not go back on his promises, and God has deemed you worthy of gratitude. We should truly be honored that we have the opportunity to show thanks for the blessing in our lives. If you approach it in this way, know that you will receive such immense support along the way, that by the end of this 40-day journey, you will be amazed. There is a famous saying in Iran that goes, actions are based on intention, meaning intention is the most important parameter in everything we do. Intention is the initial energy that helps us take strong, steady steps without a hint of doubt. And when expressing yourself, keep it simple. There is a poem which is attributed to God that says, don't think a special order or ritual, say whatever in your heart. Speak to God easily, talk to Him simply. Once permission is granted, a sense of acceptance, joy, support, and warmth will fill your heart. This permission will give you the ability to see the blessing of your life. In fact, just by listening to this file right now, the initial spark has already been lit for you. But in your heart, you also need to affirm it. Understanding that we have nothing to offer and acknowledging our helplessness in front of God removes our ego and self-importance. So empty your cup so that God can fill them with divine nectar. I hope under the light and love of God, you take strong and steady steps on your journey. Goodbye.